Shelter's environment has changed this year, which means our culture is on a course of change as well. But we are still shelter strong, because our strength comes from the people inside our walls, not the walls themselves. Even more than that, our strength comes from our shared purpose and our connections to each other. To make those connections stronger as we move ahead, here is what we are recommending. Shelter should engage in an intentional initiative focused on strengthening and enhancing our culture. We believe this type of effort is so important that we should bring in an objective expert to help plan and launch this work. Let's lay out the reasons why we think this type of effort is so important and why we believe it is a strategic move that deserves this level of care and intentionality. Culture is a shared way of thinking, interacting, and being. It is our set of agreed upon norms that we understand and hold ourselves to. In its best form, it expresses our company's values in a tangible way. A strong, intentional culture provides us a way to take ideas and aspirations and make them real. Like the foundation of a building, our culture provides us a solid place to build engagement, customer service, and a place to attract talented people who want to stay for the long haul. To be clear, culture is the personality of our company. Like someone who wants to continue developing their personality, a trusted companion can be invaluable to help us become more self-aware and understand our blind spots. The tricky part about culture is that we get so used to it that we don't even notice it. Think about a fish that is swimming in the water. It doesn't even realize that it's in the water. This is why we are recommending bringing in a culture consultant to help us launch and implement what we are calling our Intentional Culture Initiative. This kind of expert is experienced in providing a fresh set of eyes to help us perceive the water that we're swimming in. Sometimes it can be hard to see the forest because the trees are in the way. A trained culture professional can help us gain perspective to move through those trees and navigate the forest. This type of consultant understands organizational dynamics and how to affect them in positive ways. Think about it. Working as a predominantly remote company is new to us. Our best opportunity to stay shelter strong is by strengthening our connections to each other through strengthening our culture. To be honest, we don't know what we don't know when it comes to company culture. That is why it is so important for us to hire a professional to help us. All of this talk about a strong culture is great, but how would we measure it? Research shows there are lots of ways. It would start by taking a baseline on some of the factors that Shelter decides would be good things to track. Things like employee retention, engagement, absenteeism, employee satisfaction, customer satisfaction, community presence, and brand recognition are just some of the factors that could be measured. It's also important that these factors be remeasured at appropriate intervals over time to help us understand where we need to adjust our efforts in shaping Shelter's culture. If you want to learn more about the research that shows the effects of strong cultures on company profitability, see the 2019 Swag essay entitled Strengthening Shelter's Future Through Employee Engagement. Lots of good info there. It's important to realize cultures happen either by default or by design. We believe our new remote work world has opened up the perfect time and place to evolve our culture rather than letting our remoteness evolve us. If we adjust our perspective, working remotely isn't about working different, it's about creating something better. Ensuring that our people are connected to each other and to our company's vision is a strategy that is too good to pass up. With a deliberate focus on an intentional culture, we can have a secret weapon that will help us attract, keep, and connect all of the people we need to stay shelter strong.